gonna offer my hands. All right. Don't want free music?
Zook, I assume you're agreeing to be bound?
Oh, yeah. We're going back to the camp?
What happened here?
Alright, everybody gets bound up, and the train starts rolling back out. Marl looks over his shoulder at Pavu and looks forward, makes sure no one's listening, leans back. Oh, alright, he's distracted. Everybody else give me a perception check to see if you overhear it.
My third nat 20 tonight. Oh, disadvantage, goddamn. Figures I get all my nat 20s with this.
So excited and then just nah. What's up,
Hey, hi.
Riley?
You can thank Adam for reminding me that everybody's exhausted.
Thanks, bud.
Well, you were going to be anyways.
Is a
hi.
skill an ability check?
Yes?
Okay.
You want to say hi to Riley?
Yeah, hi. The softest hi. Oh, thank you. You want to put your hood up?
Let me say hi to Riley.
You look like a bear.
Say hi, Riley.
Penny's saying hi to you. See the baby? Say hi to the baby.
Can you wave?
Say hi. Say hi. See Penny? Hi. You're Riley. Yeah, that's me.
I like this Brady Bunch stuff. Hey, Mike. Shut up there.
That's his friends.
We're in a different order for my screen.
Yeah, Adam's above you on my screen.
Mine
Darn.
too.
Shut up, Adam.
It worked on mine because Mike's above you for me.
Yeah. Adam's top left for me.
Baby. You.
Oh no!
It goes
I
Adam,
need that.
Dave,
That's
Mike,
And
all the
Riley.
way over there is Chris,
Hey.
and right here is Ryan, and then me.
One more kiss. Thank you, baby. Oh, and another hug. Thanks. You going to bed? Yeah, okay. Abba.
Lawrence is knocking on Canada.
She did so good.
Anywho, come on, Ryan, put your headset back on. Killing me, bro.
It's a 50 fucking DKP minus.
Alright, so I'll upload after, but I killed the broadcast and recording.
Aw, lame.
See if that works any better. Like I said, it's bouncing in and out of streamer mode, so
Does it think you're inactive or something?
I don't know. Like every now and then when I mute or unmute, it just triggers.
Alright, so what is this? A 13 is the highest, or is the beginning of this?
Yep.
Alright, what'd you need? Sorry.
So you all overhear it. You don't have to roll anything, because Marl's looking back over his shoulder. Hey, big guy, you looking to get out of here?
I say nothing.
Oh, come on, the wood elf's talking weird. The gnome I don't trust, but you could be helpful. Be a lot easier to get out of here with some help, huh?
I say nothing. Continue dragging the logs.
Come on. Say something. What's your name?
I act as though I don't even hear him.
Ah, what am I gonna do? I talk to the kobold? Come on, what is with this bunch?
Kobold, no one escape, thank you.
Marl's eyes go wide as Roll looks over his shoulders. What's that about escape? You getting wise back there, kobold?
No, human asking questions. Kobold doesn't want trouble. Eric's just fine here.
His eyes turn to Marl. Oh, you got a problem then, boy, huh? No, sir. No, sir, no problem. We'll see when we get back to camp. Marl starts cursing under his breath. Gonna strangle that kobold. Kill him good.
I'll kill you first.
Damn! You can talk. Damn it! What's wrong with a lot of you?
I'm a dumb kobold.
So now he hates two of you, and one of you is now scaring him.
I just... There is no honor in picking on those weaker than you.
Honor, you're a fucking prisoner. What do you mean, honor? You're trying to rat me out, getting me in trouble, and you're talking about honor?
I said nothing to get you in trouble.
Go ahead, Adam.
No, I didn't want to interrupt. So if there's more going on there, I'll wait.
Go ahead, Adam.
If I recall correctly, the warden mentioned something about a possible reward for turning in information. Extra food or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get off me!
Just checking.
Yeah. After a long slog back, you find yourself rolling back into camp. The sun's a little past noon. You find yourself untied, deharnessed, your moccasins taken away, the wood axes taken away. Pieter stands up. Go get some gruel, and then report to the mines.
I wordlessly work my way back to the line for grub, grab a bowl.
As you all start to walk away, you hear a yoop from Marl as Roll grabs him by the back of the tunic. Not you, boy.
I pay no attention to this. Grub.
Gonna go get some food.
Who's giving out the food? Okay,
Well, you gotta walk over there to find out.
I'll walk over.
The door?
Yeah, I go back to the bowls.
Alright. You note that it is still Bordeaux serving. You note that it appears to be the same cauldron, but the amount left in it seems to be dramatically lowered. You guess that most of the other prisoners have already eaten. Not much left, boys. Grab a bowl.
I happily grab a bowl.
I was gonna say, I grab a bowl.
As you each grab a bowl, you note that it's likely that these bowls have literally just been quickly recycled from everybody else that's eaten. You can see what looks to be dried and sometimes still wet remnants of previous stews.
Flavor crystals.
Eric's has the most positive attitude to this.
I start washing my bowl with a snowball.
Pick the hell of a campaign to play a germaphobe.
Yeah, Lawrence is gonna give us all dysentery.
Where do you think exhaustion level 2 is coming from? Then we're going to skip 3 and go right to 4.
Exhaustion 6, that's the end.
Isn't it? Yeah, death at 6. That's fun. Dun dun dun. Alright, you have your stews, you each take your bites, and you work your way over to the mines where you're handed pickaxes and told to head on down. They point to Pavu, and they point to lead ropes that seem to lead down into the depths. You note that it is Paulus who seems to be on guard over here. He turns to Pavu. You stay up here. Use the rope. Pull up the carts when you get a tug on them.
I nod, walk over to the rope, wrap my hands around it to get a good grip, and stand there and wait.
And he points up. Right. He looks to the lot of you that's left. If any of you see that damn Adrastos down there, you tell him to stop making his stupid traps. If I find out he makes one more,
Nope.
I'm going to spend the next week in the pit.
Any other rumors?
He smiles at you. I'll tell you some plenty of rumors. Coming to the shit over here.
Come into the shit over here?
Shed.
Shed. It's a blanket, Dave. Go ahead.
No, just wondering. Just passing the time. Just trying to, you know.
What's your number?
'Get off me.
593-468-96.
I see. Sounds like you need to be shown a bit more of what the prison life is like. Report to the pit tonight and for bed. No supper.
Dave, no offense, I hope you get raped.
Is Jay nearby? Like,
Oh yeah, you guys are all nearby.
I'm going. I whisper,
How can you say no offense to that?
I whisper to Jay, "It's okay. There's water in pit. Not very good tasting, but can drink."
Sonic! Oh! Fucking cat.
Alright, as you make your way down to the mine shaft, you note that the lantern seems to be quite spread out, creating very dim atmosphere. You see numerous branches of tunnels as you walk your way down, trying to find an empty space. You can see tons of prisoners down here, and the clanking of metal on stone echoes continuously throughout. Every now and then you see small nooses with maybe a dead rat in them, or sometimes just set up. And occasionally you can see what looks to be a miniaturized version of a cave-in trap, using small stones to create a balancing act that, if triggered, would collapse, even though it would be too small to even hurt a rat.
I see it and chuckle.
Mike finished his dinner. Now he's on to chain smoking bogues.
Get it? Yeah.
Woof, heartburn from that eggnog.
Good.
Alright, everybody give me a constitution save.
If I can't enjoy eggnog, then fuck you.
And there's my fourth nat 20 tonight.
I rolled like 5 of those in the account. In the 0 I had with Adam. None for damage. I mean, with Lawrence. None for damage, but... And you said, yeah, all disadvantage, right?
Nope, saving rolls are not the same.
Oh.
The nat 20.
Alright.
Ability checks are not saving throws.
Then 15.
Alright, that's not helpful. Everybody just start over now. Give me what your roll's for.
See me first.
See me first.
Fuck you, Dave. That's why I want you to get raped.
Because you're wrong?
No, because I actually typed out my real roll after I asked him if it was a disadvantage. So technically I was right, you were wrong, so fuck you, see me first.
Anywho, you find yourself spending the remainder of the day doing the back-breaking, grueling work. Probably the easiest one of you, the one of you that has it the easiest, is probably Pavu, as he sits up top, pulling a rope, lowering a rope, pulling a rope, lowering a rope. The rest of you are swinging pickaxes at rock walls. Your hands ache, your back aches, your arms ache, your legs ache. You find yourself slogging from the tunnel, filthy, covered in rock dust, coal dust. Weary to the point of near collapse. You slog your way out. Start getting... you collect your gruel and return to a familiar campfire.
Oh, so under Adrastos I had crazy prisoner with fetish for... Is that mine? I can't read my own handwriting.
He likes to make crude traps, yes, in the mines.
Okay, so fetish for mine.
And he's often seen speaking with small moles and other creatures in town.
Alright, I'm gonna find a guard and ask where the pit is.
Willis looks at you with a dopey smile. Oh, got sent to the pit, huh? What'd you do wrong?
Nothing. Just ask a question.
Shawshank.
You should know better than that. Oh well. You know, Powell's will probably piss on you while you're down there. Come on.
What's this guy's name again?
Willis.
God.
He lifts a grate and casually pushes you in. You fall to the bottom in your small little stone circular tube. Grateful for your small size, you at least curl up in here, though quite uncomfortable as it's rough-hewn stone with a standing layer of about an inch or two of water. You look up forlornly as the grate closes overhead.
Sweet.
If it makes you feel better, I mean, Zook and Eric's curled up in there last night.
Also, you did it to yourself.
That too.
And it's not Shawshank. This is not the laundry room scene.
D&D Adventures in Prison. Don't do the thing. Dave does the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Dave got clubbed in the face for it once, and then kept
I was
talking.
like, I'm a performer.
You got your warning shot, and you kept going.
It was to a different guy.
You didn't listen to the descriptions of the guards.
There's only 4 guards that he mentioned to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you pissed off the 2 that you don't want to. Roll it out. Literally. Roll sadistic. I have notes. Roll sadistic guard. Palace. Prisoners die. Avoid at all cost. Pieter. Follower of whomever is around him. And Willis. Slow in the head. Nice guard. You pissed off the 2. Sadistic and the dude who kills people.
I tried to give fair warning about who not to mess with.
Dave is that news reporter that's like, what are you going to do, stab me before the guy gets stabbed?
What are you gonna do, stab me? Ah!
Take better notes.
Or any.
As you all, the rest of you sit around the campfire, the familiar sight of Silent wanders up to your campfire. Mind if I join you, boys? He has Margaret in tow. Margaret's looking for a warm place for the night.
I give him a nod.
Y'all look like you had a hard day. Yeah, I also went over this in the beginning of the session, though, Dick. I literally went through everybody. I started this session by listing off everybody you knew in the camp.
And re-giving descriptions of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
This session, I literally did that.
All days here hard. Plenty of
True
room around
enough.
fire, though, friend.
True enough, Kobold. True enough. Thank you. I appreciate the fire and friends. Margaret smiles shyly. Not slyly, shyly.
Can it be both?
Yeah, fair. I mean, she's a camp whore. So, I mean, take it how you will. If you think she's actually shy, I mean, that's on you.
Giggity.
Is Adrastus at this as well?
Nope, just Silent and Margaret have come up.
Okay. Well, any other time it was explained that we were going, there were various other people here. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, exactly. It was said then.
Okay.
It was oh my fucking word. Oh my god. You guys are killing me tonight.
Even Chris is face palming you right now.
Any other time it's been explained.
And those face palms tonight are brought to you in glorious HD.
Yeah, we're all pretty
Being
nice.
actually- oh Christ.
You guys are fantastic.
Chris is so mad he's getting naked for us right now.
Blood's angry up. Needs to take layers off.
Any y'all need anything?
I say nothing, just stare into the fire.
I'll take that as a no. All right.
Sorry, I was thinking. I can't really think of something right now, sorry.
Well, I guess I'll be off to one of the other fires. Margaret, you can stay here. And Silent wanders off to one of the other nearby prisoner fires.
Penny, come here. Come here, Penny.
What does Margaret's attire look like?
Slightly better condition robe than what the rest of you are wearing. It's also where the rest of yours seems to be a tan to brown color. Hers seems to be much more bluish.
Various white stains.
I did
She's
not
a
say
fancy
that.
goa.
Doesn't blow in the wind.
Terrible. Terrible, guys. Terrible.
Penny, come here.
What race is she?
Human.
What's Seelan? Or Silent? or
Silent's a
whatever.
halfling.
I read that.
I'm just gonna sit there and meditate. I'm not interested.
guys bond really well together.
I'm waiting for something to bite on.
After a few nervous glances, approach Margaret.
Hi there.
Hi. I haven't really seen you around here much.
I spend most of the time over in the guard quarters.
What's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this?
So without looking at her, I'll say, sure is a cold night.
Not for your friend over there. She gestures towards where you can see a guard figure taking a piss down into the pit.
Nice. Go, Dave.
Jay, you suddenly find yourself getting warm and wet.
But you don't know why. That's out of character knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
No, Willis basically was like, "Hey, Palace is probably gonna pee on you."
Are you leaving again? Where are you going?
I look at Margaret, struggling to keep eye contact. Might be a bit warmer if we stayed together.
She gives you a one up and down.
It's okay.
Don't think
honey.
you can afford me, son.
It's okay. Sit down.
I laugh.
I
Then I
rise
stand
and
up from
eyebrow.
the fire and I move over to a place that's a little bit larger enough for me, and I'm basically gonna start like attempting to work out push-ups, sit-ups, just trying to like.
Alright. Give me a strength check as you do so.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
Disadvantage would be a 13.
Alright.
I'm going to approach Pavu. Just. Eric's want thank you for speaking up earlier. No one look out for Tiny Kobold. Appreciate it. You, big friend.
As I'm doing my workout. There is no honor in picking on those weaker than you.
I'm gonna open my eye. Speaking of looking out for each other, is it wise to be expending your energy in such a way?
I continued doing such. If the physical form stays fit, the mental form follows.
Mike, did you have another response or were you done?
Oh, I had another response from Margaret.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, it's all good.
I figured like the laugh, and then as soon as I started laughing, it's kind of like I gotta
Do
continue on with the character.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. I shrug off the laughter and I raise an eyebrow and look at Margaret. You might be surprised. Sometimes big things come in small packages.
Get out. Done. Bye. Session's over.
She chuckles merrily. Guards can pay more than you, hun. It ain't about the package.
They don't call me tripod for nothing.
I look to her. Well, if the offer's there, if you change your mind, and then I kind of mosey away, kicking up the sand, somewhat disappointed.
I was gonna say, guards pay for package? Must be good. What in?
Everybody give me a perception check.
Perception is not my strong suit, and when you're giving me disadvantage, it's even worse.
Mike coming in hot with that nat 1.
Alright, both Jay and Eric's. You hear a whisper.
What do you mean there's a way out? Which way? You don't say. That's fascinating.
Coming from the darkness.
Hey, it's my buddy. I look
Sorry,
around.
Jay, you don't hear that. I forgot you were in the pit. You tricked me.
You said everyone.
I forgot you were in the pit.
It's like, wow, that was really loud.
Who's your body?
I believe that's Adrastos. I'm going to look around.
Perception.
The counter to a nat 20, is a 14.
14.
Yes.
You spy a small gnomish shape scrambling around the darkness, seeming to be chasing an even smaller shape that seems to stop, squeak, and then keep running. Before you can say or do anything, both figures scramble into the light of your fire as you see Adrastos on all fours chasing after what looks to be a small rat.
Are we playing Prison Break, the D&D game?
Maybe. Depends on how we go about it, I guess. Given
All sorts of options available to you.
how...
You guys are refused the first person that tried to approach.
I believe you'd said before that I know we've been there varying times.
Mm-hmm.
How long would you say that I've been there?
Couple months, I guess. Had a guess for you.
Alright, so that, based on what I know about the character, this is really par for the course for him. Chasing
Yeah.
critters around and just...
Yeah, this is... Everyone in camp knows that this is just what he does. It's weird. Even the guard, for the most part, let him be.
Ah, hello, friend. People looking
What?
for you today.
Whoa! It's the kobold! Ah!
It's me!
Yes, I said that! Hey! The rat went away. Where'd he go?
I'm gonna point in the direction I think the rat went.
Thank you! Bye! And he runs off into the darkness in the direction you pointed.
Bye, friend! And I wave.
As you all continue to mumble about the fire, it's not long before Esmeralda walks up. You seen that halfling? He's avoiding me now.
Halfling just went to other campfires.
Which one? Which direction?
I point in the direction of the campfires that Silent went to.
She looks around the rest of you. Thanks. And walks off in that direction.
Just getting my pump on.
She did not specify which halfling.
Fair.
She didn't.
Fair. Dave's like, haha, she can't find me.
Like, you guys are just running around in circles for me? Thanks?
If she had specified which halfling, I probably would have sold Dave out.
Saving at the party now.
As you all head to bed, it feels like moments before you're all awakened once again. Everybody's at exhaustion level 2.
Even if I don't have to sleep?
Even if you don't have to sleep. Poor rough conditions, poor food, heavy labor. You're exhausted.
This is revenge.
You don't have to sleep, but you still need to meditate, and that still needs to be somewhat restful, and it's not.
What does level 2 do?
Half your speed.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's speed is halved.
This is revenge for Baron.
I won't lie, it feels good.
Punish him!
Dave, you're at exhaustion level 3.
I didn't mean him. I meant the other him.
He didn't specify. If he'd specified, I might have. It's not long before you find yourselves called back out on woodcutting duty once again. To your surprise, Elion seems to have been called with you.
Ah.
Once again, you find yourselves traipsing out into the snowy woodlands until you find a suitable copse of trees once again.
It's okay.
You're all assigned similar duties and told to get to work.
This time without getting clubbed.
Elian just seems to glare at the lot of you as she sets to work with the axe, saying nothing. Didor, give me a strength check.
Honey,
So
it's okay.
So what? If we just continue about this route for the next 6 days, you're just gonna kill us with level 6 exhaustion?
It's okay, honey.
Fastest campaign in history.
It's okay.
It'll be sooner if you're more stubborn.
Oh, me?
It's okay.
Well, I'm talking about me, but
I was gonna.
Everybody, I need a perception check from everybody.
My session 0 is why I'm playing the way I'm playing. So I either die to the guards or I die of exhaustion. Perception?
Yep.
Oh fuck! I'm at fucking disadvantage.
Everybody is, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're asking us to pick up on clues and read things, and then that.
Oh, well. Alright, so everybody except for Pavu
Honey,
and
enough.
Zook. You hear what sounds almost like crunching footsteps in the snow nearby. And Jay and Dodor, you catch sight of what looks like a series of white cloaked figures crouching in the snow not too far away.
Penny! Enough! Mommy will be right back.
I'm sorry, I borrow real quick.
Ooh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No, but I do. I have to piss.
Well, good luck.
Take the headset. Oh, it's not
Can't. Wired.
It's not your other one. Oh, no.
I don't have a pee bottle. I can't yell "Mom, bathroom now." So
You got a bucket?
As I'm stripping, I'm gonna nudge Zook, saying, we've got some, in hushed tones, white cloaked people around. Do you know who they possibly could be?
I'm gonna nonchalantly kind of look around a little bit and see if I can see them.
Alright, perception without disadvantage. That's your advantage.
15.
You don't see them.
Looking down, continuing at my work. I don't see anyone. I wouldn't know of anyone else out here.
Who's been here the longest other than Eric's?
Hey!
It's not me. I'm from a land far away, I guess. Or from here.
I'm asking Zook because I don't know.
Oh.
Didn't we arrive together? Your
It
number
would
is
be
one higher
Eric's,
than mine.
then Zook, then you, Jay.
Okay.
Then Dodor, and then Pavu.
Ilian Ilian's with us. She was already there when we got to the camp.
Well, I'm going to.
Everybody give me a perception check. The door, you are not at disadvantage.
Oh wait, I didn't add my modifier.
And we're going to assume Ryan got a 14 because that's what I rolled for him. Alright, Eric's and the door. You each note that Ilion seems to have skirted to the far side of the tree you're working on together.
Sorry.
I repeat my action from yesterday, grab it, and scoot to
And what?
scoot. I gotta get better at holding this down. I'm sorry. Scoot to the side.
Which, like the side where Ilion's on, or?
Yeah.
She glares at you. Get away from me.
I quickly revert to the other side.
Nope.
I'm gonna start to sing as I work and give Pavo an inspiration die.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna say
The smelly halfling covered in yellow-stained brown robes is inspiring you, Pavu. Quite the inspiring sight.
He brings
The
in
speech
cat.
better be good.
I'm gonna say strength is within you. Strength is what determines hold on. I didn't think about this.
Dave, the cunning wordsmith, rolling a bard. This is gonna be.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll just say strength is within you to protect and how can I relate this to both fighting and woodcutting?
Pretend you're a Viking. Or Valhalla.
Come on, Dave.
To protect and chop. Let's get this done. In a quick. I don't know.
So inspired right now.
Dave, I really appreciate your effort. Look up like some cop movie one-liners or whatever, so you can pick one and stick with it instead of throwing them all in there.
We're just gonna nickname you the Cunning Linguist now.
The cunnilingus?
No, I did not say that. Pablo, you have an inspiration die. You feel inspired?
I do? Are we sure that's how this is going down?
You're inspired!
Yeah.
Hey!
I thought Chris was gonna die.
Looked like he was about to choke on his own laughter there.
I'm pretty sure he just had to confirm with Laura, yup, Dave's stupid. Like,
She actually came in and was like, "Are you okay?" For whatever reason, I just imagined like Dave's face superimposed on Braveheart as they're facing down.
Strength comes from within, and cutting wood.
And I don't know stuff.
Let's do this with great quick.
Oh God. A for effort, Dave. A for effort.
Just the awkwardness of all that. You can feel it. It's so great.
We just got 2 guildies to watch this, and tonight they're gonna be like, "What the? No, I'm done."
Yeah, that's Dave.
They were all really good, but the dude with the fucking Christmas Bruins hat was awful.
Yep. Barting it up. Barlet in.
God.
I got nothing.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm just tying logs together as they come to me.
I'm afraid to call across the field, ruining what appears to me as a surprise attack.
Did I hear the interaction between Esmeralda and Pavu, or
What?
Pavu, I didn't have any.
not Pavu? I'm sorry. The door.
That was Ilian.
Yeah, definitely not Esmeralda.
Esmeralda's not out here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm messing up my names right now. Alien
No.
and the door.
You can give me a perception check. Yes, it's still a disadvantage.
Oh, there's nat 20 number 5. That'll be a 12.
Fuck your dice, man.
Those of you that are taking damage, keep in mind you don't heal if you're exhausted.
I haven't taken damage because I'm a good prisoner.
I don't think I did.
Two people have at least, so just making that note.
I didn't heal.
Really?
You heal exhaustion levels first.
No, I didn't.
No, that's what happens.
No, I didn't.
You got clubbed in the face? What do you mean, no, you didn't?
I didn't heal exhaustion levels.
Yeah, you don't heal at all.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. That.
I'm going to back away.
Bleach.
I'm gonna back away from the side of the tree that Alien's at because she intimidates me.
That's fair. She's scary. You guys just haven't gotten to know her.
And I'll start just trimming on the other side over near where Chris ends up.
Are you holding a throwing knife?
No, I'm just holding a knife because
Oh, it's a pen.
my daughter is running around and I don't want to just put it on the counter, so... Well, she's asleep on my player's handbook right now, but...
She's asleep on my foot right now, kind of like a dog.
Yeah.
She came over crying. I'm like, honey, what's wrong? And she grabbed the stuffed animal, laid on my PHB, and...
Fair.
Those of you that spotted the white cloaked figures look up in surprise as you note 4 or 5 of them stand to their feet
She...
with bows in hand. Arrows fly, striking each of the guards behind you with a muffled
She,
as the guards
She
collapse.
started freaking out. I said, honey, what's wrong? Mommy will be right back. She grabbed her stuffed animal.
Elian immediately
Little
shoulders the axe.
Bunny thing.
Took you boys long enough.
And, yep. Yeah, just a minute.
What just happened?
A wicked bump. No, I haven't been able to.
Nobody seems to respond to you as she walks over to the white cloaked figures and starts talking in muted whisper with them.
Which 2 guards are dead now?
The 2 guards that came out with you, Pieter and Roll. They appear to be dead.
Have I noticed anything yet, or am I still working away?
Everybody noticed that. Yeah,
Oh,
you didn't
right.
see the figure stand up at first.
Okay.
You heard the grunt turn. Went, oh.
I'm gonna go right over to one of the fallen guards and start taking weapons, keys, anything I can.
All right. Well, there's a short bow, quiver with 15 arrows, a long sword, 2 clubs, a pouch of 3 silver, 2 copper, another pouch with 5 silver and 2 copper, a set of dice, and a small flask filled with some kind of booze. As well as, due to your rough clothes, there are 2 sets of human boots, pants, and leather jerkins that don't really provide armor.
So, just a brief moment on character development for me. If you guys give me a second. I have the grappling hooks, right?
Yep.
They have rope tied to them.
Yep.
I'm going, and we're in a section of trees. What are they? A
Yep.
copse?
It's a copse of pines, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to walk over, grab Roll by his chest, whenever he's wearing a tunic or whatever.
Yep. Leather
Drag
jerkin.
him over to the biggest tree. I'm not even acknowledging that anybody else is here. I'm going to throw my grappling hook up and over the sturdiest bough I can find.
Okay.
I'll give it
Give me a dexterity check. Disadvantage.
Nat 20. It's a nat 20. That's alright. I'll take that. 19.
Okay.
When the hook comes back over, I'm going to test the sides to make sure that I can do what I plan on doing. And then I am going to hook the grappling hook through the bottom of Roll's throat, like under the jaw.
Yep.
Pull it right out the mouth so that the jawline, his jaw is basically holding it.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull him up and hang him, and then tie it off.
Okay, give me a use rope check.
That's what, Dex?
Yep.
Untrained. 15. At disadvantage.
15. Alright,
Yep.
You tie it off as Roll's body hangs there. Zook looking happily that he looted him first.
Is he stripped down?
Nobody took his clothes off, so outside of his gear's gone, his clothes are still on.
I strip him naked.
So yes, he's stripped.
Okay. While that's going on,
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to approach Ilian.
As you start to walk towards her, 2 of the white cloaked figures raise bows and point them in your direction. As she turns to face you. What?
Easy. I meant to help you guys. Could you just fill me in? What's going on here?
You must be dense. It's a jailbreak, idiot. I'm getting out of here. Gonna use Marl, but you lot got him killed yesterday.
Killed?
Can I hear this?
Oh, that's all quite audible.
Alright, so as if this is all happening at the same time as I'm stringing Roll up,
Yeah.
he got himself killed. He was a fool.
With that, I stand up and say, he's the one that got us caught, too. We almost got away.
That's not how he told it.
Okay. He tells a lot of things.
Told.
Loudly.
I smirk and give a good nod with that.
Whatever. You're free now. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How are you gonna get out of here in the harsh weather?
That's my business. Come on, boys. She turns and starts walking off. The 5 white cloaked figures following her. One puts a cloak around her shoulders.
Wait, I might be able to help. I'm a healer.
She stops and looks over her shoulders. Can't even heal your own jaw.
Well, I'm a little tired.
Did you hear my weight as well?
I was waiting for you to say something else on top of that.
I was letting Dave do his thing before I.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'm a bard.
Just what we need. Bad music. No thanks. What about you? You want me to wait as well?
Allow me to finish my task. As I tie the rope off to the tree so Roll's hanging there naked.
She looks down at Jay. You got something else to say?
I mean, if you don't have provisions for the rest of us, then then it makes no sense for you to take us with you.
I'm a hunter.
Good. You can feed him then. Bye. She pauses to see if anybody else has anything else to say.
You're down a man already. Don't you need help breaking out the rest?
Marl was a piece of opportune help. Could always use a thief. Don't need any of you lot. My
I step
gang's good
forward.
enough. What was that, Mike?
I stepped forward. When Merle and I were caught, we were in the middle of a job. He was an amateur compared to my work. Let me take his place.
She looks you up and down. Thinks for a moment. You don't look sneaky. Can you pick a lock? Can you pick a pocket?
I give her a grin. Can do a hell of a lot more than that.
That's a no then. I've seen false bravado before. Good luck. Enjoy the cold. She starts to march off.
Bye.
Before long, you find yourselves out in the cold. 2 mules, a wagon, some rope, and very limited gear.
I'll work my way to the other guards, buddy.
I say we finish our job, bring back the wood, and then ambush.
We're tired. We're weak. Maybe it's best to put some distance in between us and the.
I mean, how many guards are there? There's like 5 total, right? I think Wilderness is and they killed 2 of them. I think the Wilderness is the thing that'll kill us more than the guards will.
In fairness, it is a prison camp. Lawrence has described 4 guards, but there's also a warden and others that I'm sure we haven't been told about.
And there's also patrols out, as at least one of you can testify to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I just mean to say that as like we're not gonna be like, well, the job's half done. Let's go finish it.
I'm going to put on one of the guards' clothes and
It fits loosely on your elven form.
I'm wondering if I could Baron this or
Nobody can Baron like Baron.
Certainly not Jay.
certainly not me with my 0 charisma. Put on the clothes, take the rest of it. Hopefully I'll be able to fashion something for the rest of you with this. You, Pavu, on the other hand. We'll have to see if nature provides. I'm going to do a survival check. See which way to go. $19.
What are you trying to figure out?
I can locate the next closest town, and then while we're getting there, see if I can find shelter, preferably a cave of some sort.
You've never been this far north. You have no idea where the next camp is, where another town might be. You could figure out north.
Do we move south? I assume south is warmer. Does anyone know the area?
I believe I was taken. Well, I was already leaving familiar territory for me when I was captured.
Mhm.
So
Same here.
I came in on a ship.
Well, which direction is the prison in?
I'll do a survival check to see. Well, I mean, you said the snow.
I'd let anybody make a survival check on that. Chris already did one. I can give him that.
Alright, go ahead.
That was about an hour and a half walk east, southeast from you.
Well, the prison's east. Do we head west?
Beginning to go over the guard's possessions. Sounds like a plan to me.
How long has it been since Elian has left?
10 minutes.
Try to follow their footsteps.
I can certainly track her.
As everyone seems to be doing their own thing, I'm going to basically leave in a brisk jog after her. I don't say anything to anybody. I just kind of like look around and go and take off after that.
I'm not getting split up. And I'm gonna follow after him.
I'm gonna scurry after Pavu, and I'll say, "Big friend, speak up for Eric. Eric, see if he can help."
Not much for discussion. I'm just gonna follow.
I'm gonna take a glance at the guard, see if there's any weapons or anything visible I can take real quick and follow.
I already told you what weapons you had.
I searched one guard, but not the other.
You searched them both. I gave you them both.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just one. Okay.
Yeah, one's carrying short sword, short bow, long sword, and 2 clubs. That guy was ready for war.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a club.
Well, you're just gonna take it from Zook.
There's 2.
I said
Zook's the one that collected them, so I mean,
Can I have one of those?
I nod and hand you both. I got no use for them.
In case one breaks.
Both look small enough for Eric's if you not use.
I hand one out.
Alright, and I quickly follow behind the...
I do as well, trying to pay attention for if that anti-magic barrier, if anything, if I can feel it going away.
all right. Pavu, give me a survival check for tracking, and then give me a perception check since you're in the lead.
Disadvantage, correct?
Yep. They're all moving at a sluggish speed too.
19. Perception is an 11.
All right. You're able to follow the footsteps. You note that they seem to have moved into a single line, making it harder to track, though as you follow them from where they were branched out, you can follow them pretty well. What was your perception?
11.
As you're jogging forward, you catch sight of what looks to be a small reptilian body laying in a small bloody pool of snow.
Does it have a cloak on it or anything?
It does not. It has an arrow in it.
Alright, so they came across. Patrols.
I'm gonna pick up the arrow.
As you crouch over the body, you hear a shrill "yee" sound from the trees overhead. Everybody give me initiative.
Is initiative at disadvantage?
Yep, it's an ability check.
I don't even have fucking weapons.
I know, isn't it great?
Not particularly.
That's
I'm
having
gonna be
fun,
honest.
man!
I was having fun and like I had. Sucks.
What, you're not having fun anymore?
No, I am having fun. I had exactly what I had painted in my mind as to what I was going to do,
Yeah.
and it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
I came across a kobold body with blue scales with an arrow in it along the path. As Zook bent to retrieve the arrow from it, you hear a sound from the trees overhead, and everyone rolls initiative. Yes, initiative is a disadvantage. All
Fucking
right.
Mike dropping the ball. You should roll the 14. Would have had a straight. That would have been good luck.
Right?
With a shriek, you see two kobolds jump down with small half-built daggers in their hands. They slash down at Zook, falling from a great height. What is your AC, Zook? As I attack you with disadvantage?
11.
And still manage to hit you? Yay for no AC. I can hit everything. Where's
Yeah, because if anybody needed the advantage, it's you.
I do. You guys get away with so much. Told you this campaign was going to be a little different, at least to start. Who's messaging me?
Me.
You complaining again?
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Zook, you take 6 points of damage as they each land, planting their dagger in you.
Damn.
Pavu, as a large target, you get attacked with 2 slings from up the trees up above.
Cool.
Wow. And you're lucky they have disadvantage. The 2 miss you, 1 falls from the tree, falling into the snow and taking damage. Brings us to the door's turn. Everything's within about 10 feet.
How long do I need
Sorry,
to
you were
continue?
lagging. You were lagging behind, so it's about 30 feet for you.
Okay.
She's asleep already?
You and
How
Zook. Oh no, never mind. Zook got up there and he was lagging behind. You're all there. You're all within 10 feet.
long does it take for me to attune to a focus?
Attunement's always an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna have all the time to do that soon.
I hand Pavu a
You hand Pavu.
My extra club.
I wasn't sure if you cut out or pause.
I held down after that one.
Oh, I had grandiose plans without a weapon.
You still got them hooks. Oh no, he strung them up. Never mind. Never mind.
I have one. I use the other one to hook up roll.
Well, it's your call whether to accept it or not.
You handing me a club?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Is that an action?
Nope.
Was
Nope.
Warren string 'em up?
Was there a question for me there? I had overlap of talking.
Sorry. I'll stay quiet.
Anything else there at the door?
I'm trying to recall if cantrips require a focus, because it's like cast at will.
They would say divine focus or not.
Alright, let me check that out real quick.
Or they'd say focus on their thing. No, divine focus. It might just be a focus, but it would have an F next to it for part of its components.
'Shillelagh does not. I'm going to use that on my bonus action and take a... The 13 break.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
Seven damage.
You drop the kobold with a splatter, crushing its lizard-like skull.
I am my turn.
Brings us to Jay's turn.
Okay, I'm going to try to cast Vicious Mockery.
What do you mean try?
I thought we were still somewhat close to the anti-magic barrier.
Oh, that's a fair point. But, no.
Okay,
You're good
I'll,
to cast.
I'll say your face is soars like a crab and your color is that of a stately disease.
Okay. What's the DC?
14.
Charisma, wisdom?
Wisdom.
Did you just hurl insults at a kobold that it won't understand?
It succeeded.
Yes. Doesn't need to understand.
Anyone for a Mythic Plus? Huh?
That's it.
What?
That's it? Okay. Eric, you're up.
Not no tribe, but must defend. And I will. Are there still two up in trees?
One fell.
I will shoot at the other one that's up in a tree. Yeah. 20. Eight damage.
The arrow takes it through the throat. as it falls from the tree with a gurgle. You hear the one on his feet on the ground turn to you, and in common,
Blood traitor! Kobold no kill, kobold!
You
Anything else?
kobold attack!
you're muted.
Defend!
Still nothing.
I was clearing my throat, sorry.
Yeah.
You kobold attack kobold and friends! Must defend!
No, no attack kobold! Attack people people!
People kobold friends!
No! People people food!
Babu, you're up.
I want to apologize, but I'm having way too much fun.
Wait, what the fuck did I just do?
I don't know.
Oh, are they boning now?
They're dancing.
Oh.
Babu?
No, I understand. I just don't.
What?
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what you did either. You look fine.
Is it stuck on
No,
full
but
screen or something?
Yeah, I opened up all the extra things.
I think there's like a faint X up in the top. If you're where I think you are.
If you're in the settings.
Cannon, what class are you?
Ask him in character and find out.
You don't get that information, son.
None of you know each other. And you don't like the network.
A hot tip. I took a twig. I
Yeah,
cast
I
Shillelagh.
thought that kind of gave it away, but
Oh yeah, you did cast Shillelagh.
And everyone should know what I am, because the guards.
yeah, you're at the biggest disadvantage right now.
Everyone knows what Dave is because he's been running around. I'm a bard!
Zook, you're at the biggest disadvantage because you don't have a spell book.
Oh yeah, I can still do cantrips though.
Yeah. But you don't have
So-
spells.
It's on me. What do I see in front of me? What's going
You've
on?
got a kobold with an arrow in it, kobold with a crushed skull. You've got one that seems to be mid-argument with Eric's, and you got another one that just face planted into the snow but is apparently still alive.
Um. So I'm going to move to the one that just face planted in the snow. Is that going to give me an attack of or
Nope,
give
you're fine.
him an attack of opportunity?
Nope, you're fine. He's distracted arguing with Eric's.
So I'm going to walk up to the one that is lying in the snow and to stomp on this skull.
Alright, make an attack roll. Range 15 to 20 is a crit.
Damn. Oh. I get to add my attack, right?
Yeah?
$17.
Hits.
Roll for crit.
What was the natural roll?
The natural roll was an 11 plus 6.
So no crit, but you hit.
Is that one of these feat changes?
It's one of my changes. No longer an instant crit if they're on the ground and prone, but pretty good shot at it.
Fair.
Alright, so if I'm stomping on him, what am I rolling?
1d4 minus 1 plus strength.
1d4 minus 1. 7 damage, max. Did you hear me?
Yep, sorry. Tracking stuff, man.
No, I know. I really have to pee.
Go pee.
As do I.
And then there's Jay.
It's not an instant crit. It's just advantage.
Well, now it's a pretty good chance for a crit.
Yeah. Okay.
He just said it's one of his new rules. Why would you argue with that?
Because he said
We used to treat a coup de grace attack on a prone and disabled opponent as an instant crit.
Yeah, I thought that
I'm saying
was.
that's no longer the case.
Yeah, I thought that was
You want Bakewell?
3.5, not 5.
You want Bakewell?
Yeah, he's not just prone, he's disabled.
Oh,
Nobody
Okay.
checked him. He fell out of a tree and fell unconscious.
gotcha.
He's a kobold. He doesn't have a lot of hit points. Why did he go away? I needed him. Adam, come back.
Mom found it, gave it to me.
Adam.
I know.
Everybody just got up and walked away. Worst stream ever. Yeah, thanks for joining the train of everybody getting up and walking away mid-combat. And the 2 people I need are still away. Stupid kobold killer! Clan kill kobold! Run! And the one before you starts to flee. Eric, you get an attack of opportunity, except you're using a ranged weapon, so you don't. I still need the door to see if he makes it. You guys are killing me. Everybody just gets up and walks away.
I mean, they came at me from the trees. Is the one fleeing near me?
Sure. You can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
I'll take it.
If you miss, I'm going to laugh at you.
But he didn't act yet,
Yes, he did.
did he?
Who, me?
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't. I didn't do
No, you
anything.
didn't. Sorry, you're first to act then, before him anyways.
Oh, okay. So I can go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. First off, I broke up a lot during Dave's turn. Was he able to use magic?
He was, but he failed.
Okay.
Okay. What's near me right now for kobolds?
1.
Just one remains?
Yeah.
How
And you
close is
just
he?
heard him yell at Erickson, say he was going to run.
Okay. Is he within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. Then I am going to ready firebolt for when he gets more than 5 feet away from me.
But you're the only one with an actual sword.
2 of them.
Yeah, but I'm not proficient in swords.
Well, then why didn't you give them to someone else?
Because everyone ran
Everybody
off
ran
to
away.
follow the hairy guy.
Fair
So
enough.
you're not going to attack. You're just going to ready an action for when he moves away.
Yeah. With exhaustion, I don't trust my rolls right now to hit him at disadvantage from being too close.
Okay. So yeah, he turns to run, he gets 5 feet away from you. Make your spell attack or your reaction, which you can also use an attack of opportunity. But you will lose your ready action if you take it. So make your pick.
I'm just going to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
That's 25.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 10 damage.
Your firebolt eviscerates and burns through the scales of his back as he drops to the ground, sizzling in the snow.
I smile widely as I look down at my hands. Finally. I kind of start stretching out like I've just been released from a tight quarters for quite some time.
You cold blood traitor. Attacked Eric's and friends. Now you're dead. Aha! Eric's getting last laugh. And are they... I know you said they have daggers. Is there any sort of other gear between them?
2 slings in rough shape, just like the daggers are in rough shape. Yeah.
No matter of, like, kobold clothing, per se?
Loincloths. Very tiny kobold loincloths, yes.
I want to retrieve the arrows.
Thanks, Dave. You're gonna what? Sorry.
Retrieve the arrows.
Alright. The arrow is broken.
Okay. Just so I know I have them right, I believe you said there were 15 arrows?
Yep, there were. There were 15, yes.
So did you take the daggers and the sling, or is that just what was there?
I will take a dagger,
Okay.
but I don't care about the sling.
Note that the daggers are in great disrepair, and there is a chance that they will break upon use.
I will take both daggers then.
I will take a sling and look to the rest of the group. I won't be very good with these. Anyone want them? And offer up the long sword and the short sword. And the bow, the short bow.
Well, you already gave that to Eric's.
Yeah, I've already used it.
Oh, okay, yeah, you have the short bow.
We kind of handled that before we ran off.
Not bad.
I'll take the short sword. I could do with a weapon. I'll take the short sword. It fits my stature. Thank you.
As I hand it off, well, I gather that this one's Eric's. What's your name?
Oh, did I not introduce myself? I am sorry. I'm Jay, previously known as prisoner number 593-468-96. Also known as John Ree Quillbarrel. This land is seriously flawed in its... I don't even know where to start. I can't even perform, sing, beg without a license to do so. Who would enjoy such a world?
You're right. The world feels off.
Looking to the door. You, what's your name?
Didor, son of Minrin. And you?
Well, I'm Zook Alvin Glimf Nipper Stumble Duck Knackle, but my friends call me Zook, and I'm gonna go use minor image to make Zook appear above my head in big purple letters with gold trim.
That's a lot of names. I'd stick with
Yeah.
numbers.
He had a lot of names, and he had to look down and read them because he couldn't remember it.
Well, that's why I said what I did.
Nice to meet you, Zook.
Likewise. And what about our furry friend over here?
Ryan, I think they're talking to you.
Yeah, Yeah, he's referring to you as furry for.
Oh, I thought for some reason I had that. Since you're attuned to cold, I thought you were furry.
Some sort of man bear pig.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Goliath.
All right. So to our big friend over here.
My name is Pavu.
Good name.
Well met, Pavel.
What do you do? Other than, obviously strong and silent type.
What do you mean, what do I do?
I, for instance, can sing, provide some healing when I'm rested, and cast a bit of magic work.
Then I am the strong and silent type.
Goliath fighter.
Me, Eric's. You all friends now. Thanks for help killing blood traders.
Easy, Eric's. There's so much to do. And at that, I'm going to start heading off again, following the path.
Go ahead and give me another survival check then.
I'm gonna grab the second sling. And if there's any ammo around.
Nat 20.
All right, you quickly lock on to the correct path.
I'm still following.
Before we leave, I would like to cast Minor Illusion to give me the appearance of wearing nice, decadent robes. Yeah, subtle robes.
Oh, totally.
And I keep it up.
So every, 5 minutes?
Every minute. Just make it one of my mannerisms as I walk, Just keeps it up.
Okay.
Decadent, subtle robes.
Yeah. They're nice, but they're not too flashy. Something you
The
can
guard-
wear to town.
As we're going, I want to say the guards will easily be able to follow our tracks now that there's more of us. And this weather is going to be the hardest thing to bear. Anyone have any ideas for shelter?
Did you say you were a bard or a barb?
Bard. With a
Then
D.
do not worry.
Halfling barbarians are awesome.
Alright. Snuggle with the big guy. Gotcha.
I roll a 14 survival to find shelter.
Are you leaving the trail that you were on to go look for it?
Not too far.
Wait, not now.
You just asked if there was shelter. I'm looking.
Well, I'm just saying, if you leave, they're continuing on.
It's like midday.
He asked.
Yeah, I'm asking what everyone. I'm trying to talk, not like.
He's
Does anyone
trying to
have any
build
ideas?
like the party.
Alright, go ahead.
Having it.
I gave you all those campfire time, and nobody wanted to talk. And now
I was in a hole.
I
That was
braided
your
Ryan's
fault.
beard.
that's true. You did braid his beard. It was very romantic.
I've been going back and forth with people. Since it was called out, I'm going to attempt to scuttle our tracks. I know you said the snow is kind of deep, so I don't.
Give me a dex check.
$15.
You feel pretty confident about your trail of obscuration.
As you're going, you're just like shaking your tail behind us.
Exactly. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh. There's no trail here. None at all. Just a slightly shallower part of snow.
Something has clearly been walking and tailing.
Yeah, but after like 5 minutes, if once the wind gets it, it'll be fine.
Alright, so you continue on. Give me a wisdom check, Pavu. Don't you love this exhaustion thing?
15.
Alright, you're pretty sure you're closing the distance. It's not long before you approach you can see what looks to be a cliff face, not too much further through the woods.
Be ready.
You all hear a shrill whistle as you come to the edge of the trees. And you look out as you see a large cave entrance with a very small wooden palisade of spikes pointing outwards from it. You can see numerous white-cloaked and furred figures walking in and out of the cave. At the sound of the whistle, they look in your direction. You note that Ilion and her crew were just about to walk into the cave. Ha! You followed me, did you? So you do have some skill as a hunter.
I told you I was a hunter. You told me you did not need me.
I don't need a hunter, but tracking skills can be used.
What is a hunter if he has no tracking skills?
A dead one, likely, in this environment. But where do you stand on morals? That's the problem. I've seen your type about before. Too stiff-necked for your own good.
I do not understand what you mean by stiff-necked.
Exactly my point. Alright, well, if you lot followed, you might as well come in. I'm on. She waves, and the other white-cloaked figures who are hefting weapons ease back into relaxed positions.
I scuttle inside.
I go inside and say, "Oh, thank you." Oh,
The cave itself is quite warm, as you can feel heat radiating from the stones as if they have multiple fires somewhere a little deeper.
that wind was getting to me.
Hmm.
My name's Jay. Not sure if we've been introduced.
I've heard of you.
As for ethics, this whole country is kind of upside down. I wouldn't mind causing some mischief.
She looks you up and down. You have no idea where you are, do you, boy?
Not really. I got dropped off on a ship.
You're in the north. You're no longer in Damaris.
No?
That camp is the furthest point north that they control.
So what country are we in?
The north.
So ominous.
Nothing but monsters, barbarians, and insane settlers up here.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah. She walks up to a large tent. Wait here. And walks inside. A youth, maybe 12 years old, comes up with a basket of what looks like to be loaves of bread. Food for you, misters?
I take a loaf and eat it heartily.
I thank him gratefully.
Same.
Yep, I'd take a loaf and thanks, buddy. Start taking it. Start eating it.
Who sent you, boy?
You're scary and tall. I bring food around, make sure everybody eats.
Whomever sent you to us, thank them.
Sure, I'll tell Chef.
I ruffle his hair and grab a loaf. Or a piece, rather.
He flinches. Why'd you do that?
It's how we say thanks.
I don't like it. Take
My
your
apologies.
bread and don't do that again.
Apologies, little one.
I'm not little. I'm a bandit like the rest of them.
I can't wait to see your work in the field then.
I've killed plenty. You'll see. He turns and walks away, head held high in mock pride.
Eric's not had bread in a long while. Maybe ever. And I'll devour the loaf.
Based on the fact that we haven't eaten decent food in a while, I'm going to be careful with how much bread I eat.
Probably not a bad idea.
Just based on my livings in the
Eric's, give me a
wild.
con check.
Come on, fail.
Why would you want to fail? You're going to throw it up and then just be like starving.
Which would be totally in character for Eric's. 14.
You retain your stomach. You're okay. As you sit outside of the tent, absorbing the warmth, you can hear what sounds to be like daily chatter, and you can see a few people clearly sword fighting or practicing archery nearby in what appears to be a rather large natural cavern.
I see. All right, so I see people practicing sword fighting.
Yep.
I'm going to stand up and walk over to that and just watch.
Anybody else doing anything?
Kind of hoping that they engage me.
I'm
They seem to
gonna
intentionally don't.
go over and talk to people who are just kind of sitting, milling around, trying to get gossip or any news of what's happening around here, where we are really, and
Give me a charisma check.
uh, 9.
For the most part, you get stony looks, cold shoulders, and people turning away. The one response you do get a few times is, "You have to wait for a Pookie."
For a poopy or a
Pookie. Pookie.
Ipuki. Okay.
Is that a person? Did you hear my question?
Yeah, you don't get a response.
All right. I'm waiting for a Pookie.
I'm going to sit on the ground while I wait in the exact spot that I was standing when Ilian went into the tent.
Zook, anything?
Yeah, I'll go up to a group of people hanging around. Hey, do you guys have any extra supplies you might be willing to barter for?
Give me a charisma check.
That will be an 8.
You get cold shoulders. Nobody seems to be willing to talk to you at all.
Fine then. And I'll go off by myself. Keep myself entertained with some illusions.
Didor, anything?
I'm going to attune myself to my focus, and if I have more than an hour, then just the focus.
You are kept waiting for about an hour when Ilion and a large red-bearded man with a massive great axe strapped to his back comes out of the tent. You instantly recognize a bit of power dynamics in that Ilion, as powerful or as haughty as she may have seemed, is clearly subservient to this man. I am a Pookie Bloodaxe. Ilion says you seek shelter.
Yes, we do. We seek shelter and any stores or anything you can provide us with, which we will gladly work for. We're just trying to survive this weather and get away from the Damaris prison.
Nothing is free. You wish to join the White Hoods, you can try out, certainly. Is that your wish?
What do you guys do? If you don't mind me asking.
We live free.
Well, I like the sound of that. Anything else?
You ask a lot of questions for an applicant.
I'm a naturally inquisitive fellow.
You might want to tamp that down until you've joined.
It really didn't do me well in prison.
So you're a slow learner. Not a good sign.
He got hit almost as much as Eric's.
You travel with a kobold. Is it house trained yet?
He's proven very loyal. He attacked some other blood trader kobolds for attacking him and his friends.
He looks at you like you're stupid. Do you not understand
looks
how
at which
kobolds
one of us?
operate? Jay, since he's talking for you.
Okay.
Kobolds follow power. If you kill their tribe or you show strength, they'll follow you until they find an opportunity to stab you in the back or find something stronger than you. It's not loyalty. It's a kobold survival trait.
That's true. He's right.
I'll keep that in mind. Right now, he's attached to that guy. Yeah, and I kind of point to, damn it. Fuck's his name? Pavu.
I mean, I get upset enough with the NPCs if you don't have the character names down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big red friends speak true. Kobold are like that, but big friend speak up for Eric's. No one do that in camp.
Shut up, kobold. You're no more than a pet as far as I'm concerned. What's the big Goliath's name?
Pavu. But
Pavu,
he can speak
come
for
over
himself.
here.
So at this point, my character is just like wanting to get into a spar, watching them train. So he calls to me.
Yeah.
I sigh heavily and leave what I'm assuming is like a line of spars.
Not a line, but there's a group, and then when one's done, somebody cycles in, yeah.
Yeah. I wish to spar as I'm walking toward them. What then?
You wish to spar?
It's been a long time since I have been able to fight with a weapon.
Plenty of time for that if you wish to join. We could use a big bastard like you.
What do you stand for?
Freedom. Freedom to choose and live our own way.
Freedom is good. But I will not simply fight for a cause.
It's not a cause, it's a way of life that others would take away from you. You just escaped from a prison. They took your freedom.
I had hoped to speak to Leon, but she left me standing there in the snow.
It wasn't her place to recruit.
And who are you then?
I am Poogie Bloodaxe, leader of the White Hoods.
And you stand for simply freedom?
I stand for living the life I choose. And so do my men and women.
And they all live free?
They've made their choices to live under my roof. Other than that, yes. They pay their way, they fight their way, they kill their way. They contribute to the whole. And we thrive.
Are there rules?
Yes. Don't kill a fellow White Hood.
And that's it?
That's it. If you choose not to follow orders, you can leave.
I can follow orders. I need but 2 weapons and basic armor.
And the rest of you?
I shrug. I don't know them well enough. I only know that they are people to be trusted.
I know them as well as you. They will become your first clansmen if you wish to try to join.
They have good intentions. A bit muddled.
Well, the rest of you have anything to say?
I do have something to say. I'm just trying to word it. Go ahead.
I step forward. Name is Zook. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'd be happy to join you, but I could use some goods.
So needy.
As soon as he said
see
I
what
could
you
use
need.
some, as soon as he says I could use some goods, gotta hang my head.
We don't take beggars. You prove your worth and you'll receive what you need.
Oh, of course I will work for them or pay for them or repay in whatever way you choose. It'll just be I'll be much more valuable to you and your cause if I can get a spell book.
I'm sure. I could use a caster. And you, Elf?
I was sent here by some divine purpose. What can you tell me about the balance in this land?
The balance? The balance is the world will kill you if you don't kill it first. That is the balance.
Hmm.
The North is not for weaklings. It swallows and eats those alive who are too weak to take what they need. That is the only balance that matters here.
My heart is telling me I was sent here for a reason. I will join you for now.
Looking back at Pavu, I assume the kobold comes with you?
He does.
Then he's your duty, your responsibility. Causes any trouble, it's on your head.
We're gonna be like the
God.
mighty.
If he causes any trouble, I will kill him myself.
Good.
He has a good heart. A good
He has a
mind.
kobold heart.
No, he is different. You may disagree. You may find me at fault of this. But he is different.
Sure. Rest. Eat. I'll have a mission for you in a couple days. If you succeed, you'll be welcomed as a White Hood. If you fail, you'll either be dead or don't come back.
I smile slowly. I will come back.
I hope so. You could use some more brawn around here.
Brains too.
Sure.
Eric's have brains before. What's brawn taste like?
Ilion, see them settled. Pavu, keep a muzzle on the kobold. They get annoying if you let them talk too much.
I will not muzzle him. If you speak about freedom,
He turns and walks back into his tent.
then he is free to speak. That's fine, but I'm still gonna say it.
Yeah. Ilion looks at you with a bit of disgust painted across her face. Ugh. Fine. Did Tommy bring you food already?
No.
You'll get a whipping later then. Go see the chef. Big tent down the hall.
Is the Tommy the little boy?
Yes.
Yeah,
He did bring us bread.
he gave us bread.
She looked inquiringly at Pavu. Were you not fed?
I ate bread, I did not ask his name.
So much for brains. You'll find bedrolls in that tent over there. She points to a tent a little ways down. Rest up. You're lucky. I don't know what Pookie sees in you.
Our undenying charm and wit.
Yeah, with your 9 charisma and 8 charisma, and your refusal
Man.
to back down, a kobold, and speaking of balance. Whew! You guys made a great first impression.
9 charisma, 8 charisma, kobold. Thanks.
Before,
I warned you, man. You pick a monster race, you're gonna get reaction.
I'm having fun with it.
Good.
You're having fun and you're lucky. Because this is exactly how I wanted to play it. Where it's like, oh, hey, this little guy gets picked on. And I was like, yeah, this kind of works into the wheelhouse.
Wait, you're a bard with 9 charisma?
He rolled a 9.
I rolled a
Awesome.
5.
Awesome.
And then your
I ro-
wizard rolled an 8. I mean, it's doing great.
I rolled a 13 and a 5, man. It's not... We have disadvantage. What am I going to do?
Roll better. Still seeing 20s out of everybody else.
I've had 20s.
Yeah, Mike's on his, 10th natural 20
Yeah,
of
it's
the
not
night.
a nat 20, but it's all
seriously.
disadvantage.
But yeah,
Alright.
Before Allian leaves, I call out, hey, Allian. And I approach her. I reach into my pocket and pull out the 8 silver and what it was like a dozen copper I got off the guards.
Yeah.
Consider this a early donation to the cause. I'm sure the group can use it.
You're not a bright one, are you, for a wizard? She says as she takes the coin.
We're in this together, aren't we?
Sure. You keep bringing me the coin, we're in this together just fine.
I can get you a hell of a lot more than that if you can get me one of those spell books I mentioned earlier.
Spell book's worth more than 9 silver.
Oh, you'll get a lot more than 9 silver.
Prove it. Go rest.
I give a light shrug and I wander off to rest.
I'll be right back. I'm going to rest.
Rest.
Yeah, spellbook's worth a lot more than 9 silver. That's true.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it is. That's why I warned you guys about picking a wizard. It's gonna be a tough start.
Before I rest, I cast Minor Illusion to make my bedroll look like a nice and lavish, comfy bed.
Okay. It's not, but okay.
Hey, you know, it's all in the mind.
Alright, so everybody going to rest?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, you can remove 1 level of exhaustion.
Alright. Down to 2.
Well, luckily we have a couple days till our mission.
Yep.
It's like he planned it.
So you have the option, we can fast forward through the next couple days, or we can RP through it. Your guys' call.
Either way, as long as I can collect rumors and spread gossip.
Yeah. I'll allow you to fail at that if you want. You still have disadvantage on all your rolls, Dave.
Not my attacks or my saving throws.
Right, but your ability checks.
Yep.
And you're not White Hoods yet,
Yep.
so nobody trusts you to start with.
Yep.
And you're bad at rolling, plus disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, as long as we're clear. So it's up to you guys how you want to handle it.
I will spend the time during the days trying to hunt game, bring food back to the cave, leave a little bit as an offering for Forest Guardian, and shore up bow numbers, fletching, or arrow numbers rather.
Okay. Alright, so give me 2 survival checks, and we'll say an untrained intelligence check to try to carve some arrows. So Ryan, you're allowed to remove 1 level of exhaustion. It sounds like the group's agreed to just kind of fast forward through the couple days of resting. If you want to do stuff during that time, just let me know. For instance, Eric's just said he's going to be hunting a little bit and try to fletch a few arrows.
I'm going to kind of work. I want to work through the cavern and not obviously listen, but I'm going to go about my routines for the day. So I work out in the morning, work out in the evening, try to maintain my form.
Give me a strength check for that.
How many do you want?
2, 1 for each day.
16, 21, and I'm just kind of not really eavesdropping, but just listening.
Alright, so give me a charisma check for that. Dave, give me your charisma checks. Do you want to do the same? Any particular rumors you want to spread?
That Zook has a giant penis.
I can get behind that.
Okay, Eric's, you managed to find food, but not a ton. Enough to feed you more than plenty, but there's not a lot left over. And as great as your fletching may have been for you, you're not skilled and you didn't have any kit. So you create 6 arrows, but they all, if you fire them, they have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yep. Exactly.
On a level of a jaded teenager to an army, how tidy is this area?
It's pretty sparse. It's rocky cavern, a few furs laid on the stone, and bedrolls on top of it. There's not much there. There's no real dirt or anything either.
Oh, can I look for sling bolts while I'm... Or is that what you were doing?
Sure, if you want to be looking for sling bullets, you can give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's gonna fail.
Yeah, you don't find any. Most people still aren't willing to talk to you, Jay, as you walk around. You try to casually drop in this weird rumor that you're spreading for no reason. I don't really get it. And you see a few strange looks passing over your head in Zook's direction, but that's about all the reception you seem to get. Pavu, as you're walking around getting a sense of the place, trying to listen in where you can, you don't pick up too much information, but you get the general feeling that, well, people aren't wealthy here. They are generally here doing okay. They do seem to live relatively free, though. You pick up a lot of mutterings about things in their past that have brought them to this point, that they're living in the north.
Also, at night, I'm gonna ask, when I see Alien, I'm gonna ask if I can sing or if that will draw too much attention.
Clearly trying to just get away from you. Getting a little frustrated with your persistence. Do what you will. Zook, what are you doing over 2 days?
Okay. I'm going to spend some time working around the camp, making myself somewhat useful when I can, but my main priority is learning the people, learning the habits, literally like as much information as I can, you know,
Charisma check.
Wares and stores.
Are you performing then, Jay?
Yeah, I'm going to try to find like a barrel as a makeshift drum to accompany me. My singing, and I'll sing.
Sure, give me a performance check.
Charisma's 18.
Alright, you get a lot of the same information that Pavu got. People, for the most part, don't really want to talk to you yet. You hear a few mutterings about, like, Damarin patrols killed so-and-so, or they burned a farm, or monsters came, or raiders, bandits, occasional mutterings about a barbarian raid, and just overall how life in the north isn't easy, but at least they're free. Is pretty much what you get. You are all pleasantly surprised to listen to Jay's semi-awkward performance banging on a partially full barrel for drum accompaniment in the evening.
During my working around the camp, what do I see for general supplies, food, weapons?
You can tell that there's an area where supplies are kept, though you're not allowed in that area. You can see that they seem to be well armed with basic weapons and some light armor.
And the final question, am I made aware of spread around about me.
Give me a wisdom check. If it wasn't already a disadvantage, I'd make it a disadvantage.
Well, I mean, let's just say that this is day 2, so I would have gotten out of exhaustion.
It would still be a disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage then. 15.
Yeah, no. You get a few strange looks, so you don't know why.
Okay.
All right, so back to what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I am going to start tidying up around as best as I can to get everything. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be picking up trash and hoping I find loose notices, any loose pieces of paper staggered across the cave.
You do not.
Well, Mike, I tried. Alright, I'm done.
No, I do
Yes,
have
you
a-
did, Dave. I asked the question, and the moment Lawrence closed his mouth, you hopped in with something.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You do. We're going to actually end there.
Okie dokie.
So you got 3 days of rest, so 3 levels of exhaustion. If you only had 2, you can heal. And if you have spells, you can actually gain your spell slots back.
Hooray!
So, can a spell book just be any kind of book? So I was
No.
looking.
No.
Any blank book?
Nope.
Okay.
Requires special writing, equipment.
Well, I know it takes special time and money to copy things, but just to
Yeah.
have, like, the
Takes
base.
50 gold worth of special ink.
Well, a little less because I'm for things for my school. The point is, yeah, I don't have that.
Well, as long as
One, I
you
don't know
jump
that
in.
in character, and 2, it was the RP attempt just to throw an olive branch to.
There's no paper hanging around here.
But like, if let's say I did have paper and managed to get the other stuff, if I could just have a wad of paper, would that count?
You need special ink still in order to inscribe it. It might
Yeah.
cost you less if you have the spell prepared already. You're trying to translate it back out into paper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It would cost you less, but it still cost you some.
Okay. I'm just worried about that.
Yeah, and if you had
bucket
enough
stuff
pieces
for
of
right now.
paper, I think it's 10 pages per spell level.
Is it? I'm browse through it, but I'll look more into it.
Welcome back, Ryan.
Shanks.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed session 1. Welcome back. In case you missed it, you got 3 days of rest. If you had any hit points, that means you can heal. If you had less than 3 levels of exhaustion, you have spell slots, you can get them back. We're ending the session there, Adam. Hope you guys had fun with different twists of a start. A little bit of different get-go. I expect it'll pick up as we go. I know it was a bit of a slower start than you might have expected or been used to. I hope you guys had fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I thought it was great.
250 experience each.
I'm having plenty of fun.
So what are we at? 11:50.
Dave, Chris, didn't have fun?
Loads
Feedback
of
is
fun.
welcome.
No, I had fun, definitely.
Alright.
Mike, character idea. This is where you're forced to multi-class wizard sorcerer.
Why can sorcerers do it without a book?
All in their mind.
Like, I was going to pick carefully, but I didn't think about that.
I tried to warn everybody about concerns, like no equipment. That means if you're a wizard, you're at a handicap until you can get a book.
Yeah, for some reason, my mind didn't consider my spellbook equipment for whatever reason.
I mean,
I just don't think about it.
well, not to shit on you, but he specifically said spellbook.
Did he really?
Yeah, I did.
Then that's all on me. I have no one no one to blame but me.
That's all right. We'll murder a wizard and give his book to you.
I'll get there eventually. Right
You
now,
get a
I'll
whole
just have
list
fun.
of new spells that you never expected